Well, sorry about that.
Yeah, cut out, whatever. So, back to Cece. So, I'm confused because, you know, she knows her better than she knows, Allison knows herself, obviously. I knew where you were going to be before you knew where you were going to be. Which was, like, weird. Like, seriously, out of all the places that Allison has probably hidden the past couple of years, that's where you chose to go.
Yeah.
Like, almost like she knew where she was.
Mm-hmm.
So, she gives her the passports, you know, I'm afraid this is the last time I'll see you, and she's like, shut up, Allison, like, shut the fuck up.
You know better than that, because I'll see you before you see yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I'll be staring back at the mirror. Hi, it's like you're my mirror. My mirror staring back at me. So, yikes.
Oh, God.
She's being a creep. So, anyway. That happened.
This happens, yes.
That happened.
Now we cut back to, I think we're back in the hospital now. With Arya, where he tells, because we're at the end of the episode.
Okay, so Arya tells, Ezra leans in and tells Arya, like, oh, it's Shauna.
She goes blasting out of the fucking room. And, then we go to the girls on the stage. Let's get our shit, let's argue about this in the cab, let's get our shit, let's go. Okay, so they grab their stuff, and boom, the lights go out. And, which was another thing, like another ode to Scream. Oh, yeah.
On the stage.
Yep,
Good
Scream
old-fashioned revenge.
Yep.
Guns, you know what I mean? Like, knocking people
All
around.
we were missing was Jackie from Roseanne.
Yeah. So, anyway, if you guys have seen Scream 2, you will know what we're talking about. So,
considering that Jackie from Roseanne is the killer.
Yes.
But anyway.
So, spoiler.
Spoiler alert!
But, so, we see, the girls are panicking, whatever, and then out walks Shauna.
Mm-hmm.
And my heart fucking sank.
Now, this in no way, shape, or form has us believing for 1 second.
But let me tell you, though. Honestly, when I first saw it, I was disgusted. And I was pissed.
She was texting me, you're going to be so fucking pissed off.
I'm
like,
angry.
I'm not even going on Facebook. I don't want to see it until 10.
I was mad. Like, really? I knew that this was going to happen. I knew that you would pick the fucking dumbest character in the world.
Significant character that was killed off tonight.
Significant my fucking ass. She's as significant as the fucking dirt on my sandals, okay? Because honestly, I fucking can't stand that fucking little bitch. Never liked her. Happy to see you go. Peace. So, anyway, in walks Shauna.
Yes.
And my brain starts fucking going. This bitch is not A.
No.
She's not on the A team.
Nope.
Never once did she admit to it.
Nope.
Never once was it promoted that somebody on the A team would be revealed.
Nope.
Never once did a little hashtag in the fucking left-hand corner pop up like we did with Ezra. Even though he wasn't A, it still said
Ezra.
hashtag Ezra Big A. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it had a big A, a big red A in it. And everybody freaked out and, oh my God. But it never actually said Ezra is A. It just had an A. You know what I mean?
Right.
They didn't do anything like that for her. So, do not for a second get it confused. Shauna is not on the A team.
Well, definitely not now, but either way, she wasn't.
She had her own agenda.
Mm-hmm.
This was something that she did on her own, whether she had help or not.
And whether it had to do with Jenna or not.
Which, that's something else that we're going to talk about.
Whether it had to do with Jenna or not, she was not on the A team.
Not on the A team. So don't think that she is. It's just not. It's not. It would have been promoted. There would have been a fucking hashtag. There would have been, this thing would have been blown like we find out somebody else on the A team. Like, there would have been commercial after commercial after commercial that said that we will find out.
They have to do that to get their tweets out there.
And they're not going to do it if it's fucking, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She's not on the A team. Did she come in with the mask on her face? No. Am I saying that there's no way that she could have taken that mask off? No. But I'm just saying, there was too many too much going on that... Now, here's what we're going to get back into. Was Ezra following Shauna and knew that Shauna was dangerous and she had something to do with whatever? She wanted the girls to be hurt, or she wanted to kill Allison, whatever. She had motive for it. Did he think that that was her on the roof and it really wasn't? Do you know what I mean? Now, here's my thing. I do actually, in fact, think that it was Shauna on the roof, only because the behavior that we saw between the person on the roof and the person and Shauna at the end was similar.
Mm-hmm.
Both had guns, both were ready to shoot, like, you know what I mean? Like, both didn't give a fuck. This is not A-team behavior.
No.
The A-team is more like playing fucking mind games.
Psychological
like,
thriller, yes.
I'm gonna kill you, but I'm not really gonna kill you. Like, I'm gonna make you think that you're not safe, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm gonna drug you, but I had so many opportunities to actually kill you. Like, no. Shauna was looking for blood.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was ready to kill somebody, and she, back up or I'll blow your head off. Like, she was legit.
Bitch.
She was ready for it.
Straight up fucking bitch.
A had so many opportunities to fucking kill these girls, and they haven't been killed yet. So therefore, this is completely different than what happened, like what's going on the A-team. Completely different. Now, here's my thing. We find out that, another thing that we found out that we forgot to touch base on is that Cece is in fact actually the one that killed Wilden.
I said that.
You know what I mean? She actually was the one that killed... Oh, you said it?
I said it in the last video that cut out, yes. So, yes,
right,
Cece killed Wilden.
Cece killed Wilden. Wonderful.
To protect Allison, yes.
To protect Allison? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she says. But anyway.
Yes.
So...
Turn around, look at me.
No more like there's someone...
Mm-hmm, same song.
Looking beyond you. Fucking God. Okay. So... Anyway.
That totally should be a fucking song in the show.
Oh, yeah. So, we find out that she's the one that set the lodge fire.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, we saw her in Toby's little misty dream, whatever. Like, oh, I saw somebody in a hoodie. Oh, my God. And they hit me over the head.
Yes.
But now, that means that Jenna was involved. Melissa was involved. And so was Cece. So, did Melissa, Jenna, and Cece know what they were in fact going there for that night? Did Jenna just maybe keep it from them? Like, that she had an actual, like, different motive? Maybe these girls thought they were going to do something else, and in fact, they were you know what I mean? They helped her do this. Because Shauna's obviously playing both sides of it. Like, she's close with Cece, she's close with Melissa. We saw her and Cece drag Wilden off the road. Like, why would Cece drag Wilden off the road to save him, only to go back and kill him? That, unless it was self-defense, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. But the whole Shauna thing being fucking tangled up with Melissa and Cece, like, that's immediately what I thought about. Like, well, what does that make Cece, Jenna, and Melissa? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If she was the one that caused the fire, what does that make Cece, Jenna, and Melissa? And obviously Mona had no idea, because Mona was in the fucking house. You know what I mean? I believe that whoever, like, when Mona made the call, like, you know, she's here, whatever, I think that she was talking to Shauna. Do you know what I mean? I really honestly think she was talking to Shauna. I think that that's who she was talking to at that point, like, you know, whatever. I thought she thought Allison was going to be in that house. You know what I mean? Maybe, like, you know, if not necessarily trying to kill the other girls, but...
Let's not also forget that Allison did say that it was A that tried to kill her, Emily, and not Cece. That was a point that was brought up earlier with the red coat.
Yeah. Not Cece.
Exactly.
It was A and not Cece. So.
Supposedly.
But here's our thing. So we have Shauna pointing the gun at them, and, you know, Allison's like, you know, you were my friend, I trusted you, and blah, blah, blah. Didn't it almost seem like, to me, we just had a scene on this, a flashback scene on this stage about Allison saying how good of an actress she could be, and, you know, you got to believe your own lies to, you know, tell a good lie. Like, you have to believe in yourself, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to believe that you're actually telling the truth. Is it possible Because obviously in next episode we see a different side of Allison. Not like in this episode. She's back to her old self. She's coerced the girls into helping her.
I wonder how
She's
much of
coming
a
back.
time jump has taken place.
I don't know. But she's back to her old self and it's not good. Is it possible that this whole thing, maybe Allison and Shauna are actually working together and they came up with this elaborate plan? Because it seemed to me like Allison was more upset when right after Shauna got hit and like hit her head and died.
And not to mention the fact that why...
Like it went like it didn't go right.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the plan didn't go right.
Again, taking it back to what we said before, last time we saw Shauna, she was blasting away from fucking Rosewood with the phone out the window saying that she's not doing anything else for Allison. That's it. She's done. Now she's going to show up at a hospital to hang out with Arya to comfort Ezra. Like, there's just...
And if you've been in contact with Allison that many times and you really did want to kill her, you could have done it.
Absolutely.
You were the only one that had any contact with her. You could have done it multiple times.
Absolutely. There is
multiple
no
times. There was no need to cause a fucking scene in front of all these girls.
If you were so close to her and talking to her all the time, exactly. No reason. That was put up as a ploy.
I think Allison knew about it too.
Absolutely.
Like, it was planned between those two. This is where we're going to be. Just to let you know, this is where we're going to be. And, come here.
Do this.
Do this. Do that.
Right.
This is what we're going to make it seem like.
Now we see Arya walking in.
We're going to make these girls think that everything is over.
We see Arya walking in. She picks up a stage prop that's a gun, holding it like this when she should have been holding it like this.
That killed... Okay. Think about this. They put that in there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
They put that in there for a reason. This is like, to me, this is one of the biggest Arya clues that I have ever encountered in my life. In all of this show, this is one of the biggest Arya clues. It has to be one of the biggest Arya clues. Earlier in the episode, we see Hannah pick up the gun and say, wow, this gun's real. Like, I can't believe this. And they're all like, Hannah, put that down. Like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
She was like, it's real. Like, what do you want from me? Tell me why Arya picks up the gun, a prop on the stage, like it's a prop on the stage, like there's deer heads all over, like it's a hunting gun, it's leaned up against a prop, whatever. Why does she pick it up like she's actually ready to shoot it? She picks it up like it's a real gun. How does she know it's a real gun? When you're going to pick up a prop and you know it doesn't shoot or it doesn't really work, you're going to hit somebody with it.
Exactly.
And granted, she did hit her with it, but if you watch again, she picks that gun up like she's ready to shoot it.
She picks it up.
She picks it up like this.
Barrel on. Just like that.
I'm telling you, that right there is going to be one of the biggest clues in fucking PLL history. I'm telling you right now. And also, they texted her the number of the place. Has anybody ever mentioned to her where they were? Shauna left a hell of a lot earlier than Arya left.
Mm-hmm.
Shauna was out of there when he was coding, and she was around, and he, like, they brought him back to life, and everything was good, and they fixed him, and then he told
Shauna
her.
Had already
so
pieced
Shauna
the
had
fuck
already
out.
pieced the fuck out. Shauna was already fucking gone. So, how did fucking Arya know where to go? How did Arya know where these girls were? How did Arya know that this is where they were?
Exactly.
It doesn't make any sense.
It does not.
Arya is fucking in on it. Arya is fucking up to no good. I'm telling you. I am telling you.
Now, notice that we have a minute left. So, notice that at the end of every episode of Pretty Little Liars,